Hello everybody, welcome. Our second race on the card here at Turffontein is a Racing 240 Juvenile Plate, and it's over 1100 metres. There are going to be 7 of them, or were 7 of them. The 7 horses now out that's not running anymore, so make a note of that. Race 2, scratch number 7. Your reminder about our QR code on channel DSTV 240, there it is on screen. Use your phone to open up your Betway account, use that QR code, take you straight to the website and get going with the Betway specials. Okay, we got 2 replays. Daryl Marie's worked out Stagger Wing that we've got. I think it's Social Grace as we're showing those 2 replays. Just to let you know that Stagger Wing is currently 13 to 20 on the Monday morning. 1 Social Grace is 28 to 10. And the 5 Minerva Faye is at 3 to 1 as we speak, just shortened from 7 to 2. It's 16s and better the balance. Let's start with Stagger Wing, and Daryl can talk us through the replay. Comes through at the rail. Daryl, morning.
Morning, Clyde. Lovely post-maiden effort this. I mean, the winner, Power of Pearls, got first run on her and she just fended her off, but she was fighting hard all the way to the line. Lovely efforts.
Social Graces, this is the last start. Moves up really nicely to win a very good race here.
Yes, and she was finishing the race best of all. So, I mean, one has to believe that based on this, the extra is going to suit her, albeit it's only 100 meters. But an extra 100 meters from here, and she wins by 3 lengths.
Yeah. She does seem like she had quite a bit in hand on that occasion, and a very nice horse. This horse that of the Dawson stable, I see they're backing that into 3 to 1 now. Any chance?
Stable's flying.
Yeah.
Now, Clyde, funny enough, Minerva Faye and Social Graces ran on the very same day. And you'll see, have a look at their times. Social Grace's time was slower than Minerva Faye. However, Minerva Faye carried 3 kgs less, but that's also the case now. So strictly on times, Minerva Faye has got the beating of Social Graces only by 1.5 lengths. That's what it equates to. Both of them are lightly raced fillies. Both of them have got a lot of scope for improvement. Let's just treble up, Clyde.
Okay, happy with that?
I'm happy with trebling up. Stagger Wing looks like the right filly.
Yeah.
But we can't go into this race saying it's race over. Social Graces and Minerva Faye, who was supported on debut, have got a lot of scope for improvement.
All right, so we're doubling up, right?
Yes.
Doubling up. That's what the plan is. They're now by part here, Tuesday, Turffontein. 6 to 10 about a horse in the third. Mission to Mars on the Monday morning. This horse was priced up number 4 on the card for the Stuart Pettigrew stable. Lasandi and Clawley's riding that. Odds on to win it. Does look like the right horse in the race. And it starts up the place accumulators. So that's over the mile. Get all of the action going. It's going to be the right one. In terms of any danger in the betting, this horse of the Paul Matchett stable, to Give Me a Chance, is next best at 11 to 2. Here's the replay of Mission to Mars. Daryl, let's look at this. Take us through. Comes from far back, but nicely held together at the moment.
Yeah, we'll touch on why he comes from far back, but a little bit later, Clyde. But have a look at the work he's doing in the latter stages. I mean, back in third of there's a horse called Periodic Table, and he had some nice form behind his name going into this race. So did Silver Comet a few places, and the distance he pulled between himself and the balance of the field was impressive.
Yeah.
There was as much as 6 lengths back to the third place runner. Why he was so far back is I watched the replay and I watched it carefully. The intention was always to give him a chance.
Okay.
Come out softly, drop him in and let him run on. Now he's got the draw on his side. He's not going to be languishing towards the back of the field because, Clyde, he actually broke quite well in that start. He didn't come out sluggishly whatsoever. So it's hard to look past him. I'm going to sit here and say, him being a 5-year-old maiden, he's probably going to win. And he's going to come off, he's going to go into the handicaps with a very workable rating, and he's probably going to win a few. I follow this horse. I think this is a great opportunity for him to get it right.
Okay. That's the plan. Place accumulator, we're bankering this odds-on favourite. He does look like all things are right. All the boxes are ticked for the odds-on to win this. And in our PA, certainly a banker. That perm on screen costs $3.84. Catch a race 4 now. Let's get our pick sixes on, everybody. It's a maiden plate, this, over the 1,600 metres. It becomes more competitive now, so we'll make a note of that. Just make sure your pick six is on by 25 to 2. The Monday morning market has got Coachella top of the boards. It's 16 to 10. We've got a replay for you. We'll show you in a minute. Craig Zacky's on it for Fani Bronkhorst. The 3 Flying World, who's from the Joe Soma stable. The Keegan de Mello's riding is at 5 to 2. And then you've got the 9 Shabeen Queen. We've got that replay as well, who's at 33 to 10. We're starting with Coachella. Let's start with this replay right in the middle of the circle in the blue cap, Darryl.
Yes, and towards the outside, right on the right-hand side, is Flying World. And she also contests this race. Clyde, in between them with the pink and the purple cap is Me and You. She's the only runner from this form line. And she won by 4 lengths in her next start. That Shabeen Queen being highlighted over there. What I can say is it's good improvement from run 1 to run 2. Am I going to be a fan of this form line? Do I prefer it? No. In saying that, she's a 2-year-old. She did travel a bit too hard in that race. She was throwing her head up. So I'm actually surprised that she finished the race off. Now been stepped up to a mile. Clyde, my pick six is just over 2,000. And it was in the region of 3,000. And I took out number 2. So that's my third choice. 12th of Never. I've fallen on numbers 1 and 3. Reason being, Clyde, is that form line I was skeptical about.
No, 1 runner, 1 winner.
Yes, bolted up. And if you have a look at it, Clyde, Kokula's trained by Fani, flying. Joe Soma's trains Flying World, flying. So you've got fillies in good form, coming from yards in good form.
Yep.
They're both gonna appreciate the inside track. I actually think Flying World's not suited to the inside track. She likes to be left alone and just build up. I'm gonna sit here and say I got a preference for 3 over 1.
Okay.
So if you want to add a third choice, it's number 2. But for me, 3, 1, 2 in that order.
And no pick six, no bankers in this pick six. Tricky.
It becomes very tricky, Clyde. That's a skeleton version, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So we're up against it Tuesday, everybody, but that's what we recommend. Let's get to race number 5. Interesting horse in here called Deep One. This is an imported horse. And Stewie Pettigrew, Johnny Giroda stood to ask him just to give a quote for the public and a statement in terms of just what this horse is about. Nice horse, this. Won a Group 2 from the front. And, so whatever you do, from a pick six perspective, remember it's a first-timer in our book. So, if you haven't got it in or you're not putting it in, you need, obviously, in terms of the rules to apply in that case. But let's see what the race is about, because you've got this horse Money Heist, who's priced up at the moment at 2 to 1. That's number 4. The 1 Deep One is 22 to 10, and the 2 Texas Red 5 to 1. 6 Hawkbill, we like a bit, 13 to 2 at the moment. Here's a replay of Hawkbill. Darryl will just quickly talk us through this replay. It goes up 1 off the inside.
Yes, and 3 from the right is Fire and Flames. Clyde, Lucky decided to take the cheek pieces off of here, and it was a great effort. I'm not too sure about the drop to a mile, though. That's my question mark, but if they go very quick, he'll certainly be staying on if the right Hawkbill arrives. This is Money Heist on the rail. Also in this race is Fire and Flames towards the outside in the white and the black. Hard to see Fire and Flames reverse the form based on this run. But yeah, Money Heist fights hard, Clyde. And unfortunately for us on this occasion, the stable companion got us on the line, Kisotan.
Yeah, I remember that race.
But
this, it's interesting to know where we stand with this horse's import now.
Well, Mr. Pettigrew beat Hawkbill and Fire and Flames last time out with the Equator.
Yeah.
So he'll have a line through the Equator with regards to Fire and Flames, Hawkbill, and obviously Money Heist through Fire and Flames and Money Heist. But Clyde, he has been off the track for quite some time. All I can say is follow the market with regards to his chances. I think if he's supported in the market, I wouldn't be surprised to see him making a winning South African debut. I can't comment on him. What I can say is number 2, Texas Red. ran on nicely beyond Manny Haast in his penultimate starts. He hasn't quite cracked it over a mile, but he's never disgraced himself. If things go well for him in the running of the race itself, he can fight it out. And then that's where I've stopped. I've stopped on numbers 1, 2, 4, and 6. Originally, I went the entire field because I thought it was very competitive. But yes, Clyde, due to the cost, I had to narrow it down. I'm actually going into this race with very little opinion.
Okay,
if I survive in my perms, that's mission accomplished.
Okay. 1, 2, 4, and 6 in the jackpot. That's our play. The first leg cost 384. Race number 6 on the card. We're going there now. This is a handicap and it's over the mile. There are 10 of them, but it's an open race, a field race, I think. It's about everything. 069 164 3272. That's our WhatsApp number when you send your name and all of that to our admin guys, and they can get you uploaded. And of course, there's the QR code on DSTV. We've got a market, I can tell you what that looks like Monday morning, where they bet 7-2 the field. 2 Bloomington, 7-2, 6 Deer Dock, 7-2, 8 Bay Empire, 4-1, 7 Narratois, 5-1, 5 Red Sparrow, 7-1, 8-1 the 4, the mightiest, double figures the balance. Here's Deer Dock's replay. We'll take a look at this right in the circle in the centre over there. Runs a good race.
This was a very nice race. Look how he fought in the latter stages, Clyde. He stayed on. And this was over 1400. He's by Heavenly Blue out of a Al Mufti mare. One has to believe that the mile is certainly within his reach. Staying on in the latter stages. And Mr. Soma rates that horse highly. Yeah, it was King Bluetooth, and there's quite a few in this race, Clyde, that he took care of. The mightiest is up towards the running rail with the green. Bloomington's in there with the white blinkers. Bay Empire's just behind them with the pink sleeves. Michael Faraday's further back. And King Bluetooth stayed on nicely up the middle of the track. I don't think there's going to be much separating all of them once again. The mightiest has run since then. I actually believe he's better. She's better over a mile, so I like the fact that she's coming back down in trip. But I was happy with what the two-year-old showed me in his later starts. He's meeting some average sorts of year. I want to see how he goes in his handicap debut, because this isn't the wisest field. A lot of these horses are in their place.
No, sure.
They're not going to be winning 2 or 3 on the trot, whereas he may potentially
Look, he put him in
capable.
the gold medallion, didn't he? Put him in the, I mean,
yeah, he may be capable of his current mark.
Yeah.
So it's a hard race.
Hard race field, I think, personally. So here we go. Yeah.
Can I say one more thing, Clyde? This horse number 7, Narratois, had no luck in running last time. It's 3 wide and he still didn't lay down in the finish. He tried very, very hard. You can see he forms part of my pick 6 and my jackpot play too.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for that. Doubles, 4 and 6 now with 1, 4, 5, 7 in the next. Okay, let's go to the 2,000 metre mark now. It's a handicap 74. The race should run about 20 past 3. There'd be a few in here with chances. Monday morning, they got 3-1 the field, where number 5, It's Now or Never, tops the boards at 3-1. Number 7, Hat Furious, is currently trading as a second choice. Well, now joint actually, 3-1. Shortened, interestingly enough, from 7-2 to be a joint favourite for Erica Verdeni's stable. Number 1, Art Nouveau, is trading at 5s. The 3, Play With Fire, 5s. The 2, Dual Prophecy, that's shortened from 12 to 10s. And the 9, Hopscotch, is 10s. 12s and better the balance. Replays, let's go and have a look. We're starting with the early favourite, It's Now or Never. This is from the Chris Yonkers stable. In the circle, in the white cap in the middle. Hits the front just about.
Yeah, he's fighting out of there towards his outside. In the St. John Grey Silks, he's guerrilla warfare. So he's also in this race. And he had to work very hard in the early stages. He was caught wide. Strictly at the weights, one would believe It's Now or Never will confirm their form because he's better off and he beat him. He has Hat Furious. I don't think the race really panned out well for him in the early parts of the straight. But when he got clear running room towards the latter stages, you can see he's doing his best work late. It's Now or Never's over there, Clyde. You can see he's clearly got the beating of It's Now or Never. And he was staying on better on the inside track, and now it's the standside track.
Yeah.
However, look at his form on the standside track. He's had 7 goes and he's yet to run a place. In saying that, you can go up in his form lines and you can see the runs where he ran 5th and 6th, he wasn't too far off them on the standside track. So I don't quite
agree necessarily with what
with
it looks
that
like.
stat. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not at his worst on the standside track.
But it's not overs, right? So
I mean, he's a 5-year-old. He's come to good form. He's got 51 to shoulder. You can see in his latest replay, he had the beating of It's Now or Never. But yeah, Clyde, he's a limited sort. He's a limit of an individual.
Yeah.
What I want to say over here is the top weight, Art Nouveau. She loves the standside track. She loves the course and distance. She was really low flying last time out. She's, albeit it's open company, she's meeting the right type of field to beat the boys. So she's gone into my play. And although Guerrilla Warfare's held on his last encounter, like I said, he worked very hard in the early stages. And take note, he's unexposed of this distance. He's by New Predator, and I had a look at his dam, Clyde. Cold cash. You know, she stayed. She won 4 races between 1800 and 2000. So maybe this is what he's been looking for. And if is going to be a bit of a jolt, let's hope it's St. John Gray, because he did us a favor a few weeks back, and maybe the stable now starts to roll. So he does form part of my play. 1, 4, 5, and 7.
And again, this is a skeleton jackpot. I mean, if you could, you would add more, right?
Clyde.
Yes.
There's a few in here that I've left out.
Yeah.
Dual Prophecy, Play with Fire,
All
Aerial's
got chances.
Jets, Circle of Grace. That's just this leg,
Yeah,
Clyde.
100%. Yeah, I got you. Okay, that's the skeleton jackpot from Daryl's side, 320. Frere Jacques is the favourite to win this, priced up at the moment at around 7-2. They're betting just about 7-2 the field. There's been constant support for Frere Jacques, so make a note of that. 5 Foster Novo is at 7-2 as well, thereabouts. The 2 Ario Vistas is 9-2, and the 1 Blizzard Quest 13-2. 7-1 about 4 Father Christmas, and 8 Sea Shanty. Kensington better about the balance. So we've got some replays, and we're starting with Blizzard Quest. This is the replay from the Sean Terry stable, the horse that Michael Michel's riding, Daryl. In the centre, in Lawrence Werner's colours, the red sleeves.
Yes, nice run. Right towards the outside, Cloud, is yours. Satya Raja, Gara. He was staying on, also in their Chieftain Shield. So yeah, nice run. I mean, he was exposed in the early stages. He didn't have any cover, so nice run. Frere Jacques, Clyde, penultimate start when he absolutely bolted up. On this occasion, I was led to believe that it was his first run after breathing up. And maybe, just maybe, his run in KZN was a little bit too soon, because that's really not him. I'm hoping that it had nothing to do with the breathing issues. This horse could potentially blow this field away. Because I find it hard to believe that he went there and ran last.
Yeah.
If he's breathing well, which I hope he is, I can see this horse winning comfortably, Frere Jacques. But like I say, he does come with his issues. So
What's the biggest danger to Frere Jacques?
Now have a look. I mean, Keegan de Mello, last time I rode Blizzard Quest, he overcame that wide draw. He sat on the outside of the eventual winner. He had no cover. And he tried hard in his second run after rest. And then Keegan said, no, I'm jumping aboard good old Foster Nova. And he's opted to ride him. So that put a little bit of a spanner in the works in my perm. So I had to include him, because I wasn't including Foster Nova. And then Satya Graha. I mean, surely, Clyde, off a 74, he's going to pop up one of these days. He's better than his current rating. I know he's disappointed and let the side down, but he found himself too far back in his last start.
Yeah.
I think from a neater draw, I'm
Better
hoping
draw
he can
now.
be closer to the pace. So once again, it's a tricky race, Clyde. I haven't touched on, listen to this, I haven't touched on Area Vistas, Father Christmas, Sea Shanty, who did us a favor last time out. I mean, I had to draw the line somewhere. What I do want to say now, Clyde, after the show, you need to get on the phone with your family and discuss why there's no tongue tie on Area Vistas. Because have a look at the comments in the computer form, starting from the top. Respiratory noise, blowing, respiratory noise. I mean, let's hope. I don't want to bad luck any horse, right? But let's say he finishes just off them, and then Tony tries the tongue tie in the work and it improves him, and he steps him back over a mile or 1,800 or 2,000. Then we get the cash, isn't it?
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
I'll make that call and find out what's going on with Area Vistas. Big runner.
Thank you.
And so is Father Christmas. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, an open race with the doubles into the next 1, 2, 5, and 9. Right, let's go to race 9 and 10. You've got 2 more races to go. Ubermensch's favourite here, Quiet Winter's favourite in the 10th race, the last race on the card. So those are the horses that dominate the last 2. In terms of the latest betting, number 2 Ubermensch right now is 22 to 10. 9 Cotinos 33 to 10. 1 Shori Bomber is 4 to 1. And number 5 Longsword is 4 to 1. And then you can get some 10 to 1 and better about the rest of the runners. Okay, we're going to work on some doubles maybe that you guys want to take. Advice, we're starting with Ubermensch. This is what we're looking at first. Craig Zacky's riding this for Sean Terry, that is. Moved up on the outside of the 2 of them at this stage.
Clyde, what can I say about this horse? What you see is what you get. We know who he is. Tried hard on this occasion. 2 runners from here, both ran second in their next start. That's 1-2 Buckle My Shoe and Winston's Warrior. So form line's okay.
Cotinos,
sure, buried us last time. The winner got first run on the inside rail, and he got close enough to go on by, but he's got a very, very short run in, I believe this was Clyde. You know, things really have to pan out well for him. You can see that's the reason why he's only visited the winner's enclosure 3 times. He should have won more races, this horse. But you need to time it to perfection for him to get his head in front at the right time. And
I see,
and Gavin's going to attempt to do that.
Dad's Dream, there's nothing from there, huh?
Yeah, the form line hasn't worked out.
Nothing at all featured out of that form line. Not one.
I actually prefer Cotinos over 1,400 now. Gavin can just sit a little bit longer on him, and hopefully he gets the right horses to pull him through.
All right, if it's not those, who is it? What about the Shori Bomber?
Shori Bomber's coming back in trip, and I find that very interesting, Clyde, because when he won over the, I know it was in the soft, and he won over 1,450. He travels so well in his races, this horse. And maybe the key is then bringing him back in trip. Maybe we can see the best of him. I've included him, but the one I'm leaning towards is number 5, good old Longsword. Jason Leish's favourite horse.
Yes.
He's tipped us this horse in its last 14 starts, and he's yet to win. But now I'm tipping it to Jason Leisha. Can you believe that, Clyde? I'm tipping it to Jason Leisha. Penultimate starts, drawn horribly on the inside track, right? And it wasn't a bad run. Last time out, unfortunately, I didn't bring up this replay, Clyde, because the interference happened too far out.
Okay.
It was near the top of the straight, and he lost all his momentum. And he tried to regather it, but he just stayed on thereafter. I think this is a big son of William Longsword. Once he gets rolling, he's just going to keep bowling. I need him to settle in the early stages. If he settles, I'm going to be leaning towards number 5, Longsword, as the likely winner. But like I said, that's my trifecta box. 1, 2, 5, and 9. Healthy respect for Shori Bomber, Ubermensch, and Cotinos.
Yeah, and don't forget into the 10th race later on. Race 10, the favourite there, the 4 Quiet Winter with Gavin Arena on for Lucky Hoodalakis. Looks the horse to beat in that particular race. Again, not easy. Thanks for watching. Betway's Weighted to Win, everyone.